have a tree. So we've had people come and play music here before, but never as large a group. So we have 7 folks, wonderful musicians all, who've been playing together for a while now, and they call themselves the City Rovers, and it says Celtic folk played with Irish spirit, and the spirit I can be sure of, and the part, well, we'll see if there's a comment there, but the spirit. And
if you're serving, you have to serve the band too.
and these are, I hadn't met these folks before, now I've met them, they're all wonderful folks, they're not all Irish, but they're Irish in spirit, so that's great. And the man who has helped bring this all together is called Bill Pullman. And Bill, do you want to say just a couple of words about what you do? Okay, go ahead.
Michael, thank you, and thank you for the welcome. We're very pleased to be here and do some music for you. We're going to do Irish and Scottish music. We're going to take you from Dublin to Belfast and places in between. We'd love you to sing along, clap along, and as we go along, we'll introduce not only ourselves but our instruments, and we'll have a ball. So we're going to kick it off, and the first song on the list is a Boston Irish song called Sally MacLennane, and it's about a pub and it's about drinking, which is what Irish music is all about. So I'm Bill, I play the accordion, I've got some other instruments down there, and as we go through, you'll hear from each of our band members, and we're River City Rovers. So thank you for being here and allowing us to play for you. So, you ready to kick it off?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Scotland, but with some Irish navvies. Here, would you like to introduce yourself from the song?
Yeah, I'm Kevin, and I play the guitar, obviously, one of the guitar section here. We're going to sing McAlpine's Fusiliers. This is a great song, as Bill just said, and so yeah, join in if you catch the chorus or.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a repeat at the end of each verse, I think.
Okay, we'll do
Yeah,
that.
you
again.
can-
Yeah, we can do
Okay,
it.
never mind.
Here we go.
As down the glen came McAlpine's men with their shovels slung behind them. 'Twas in the hall they drank the sub, and up in the spike you'll find them. They sweated blood and they washed down mud with pints and quarts of beer. And now we're on the road again with McAlpine's Fusiliers. And now we're on the road again with McAlpine's Fusiliers. I stripped to the skin with Mickey Quinn, way down on the Isle of Rain. The gallows too, and I knew the rule, no money if you stop for rain. McAlpine's God was a well-filled pod, your shoulders cut to bits and seared. And woe to he who looks for teeth with McAlpine's Fusiliers. And woe to he who looks for teeth with McAlpine's Fusiliers. I remember the day that Bear O'Shea fell into a concrete stair. What Gallagher said when he saw him dead, it wasn't what the rich call prayers. I'm a daddy short was one retort that reached unto my ears. When the going is rough, you must be tough with McAlpine's Fusiliers. When the going is rough, you must be tough with McAlpine's Fusiliers. And worked till the sweat as Abbey bent with Russian checks and gold. On shuttering jams in the hydro dams, or underneath the Thames in a hole. I crafted hard and I got my cards, and many a ganger's fist across my ears. If you pride your life, don't join my Christ and McAlpine's Fusiliers. If you pride your life, don't join my Christ with McAlpine's end of sweet Molly Malone. But her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
Introduce this one for us?
Next one is either called Will You Go, Lassie Go, or Wild Mountain Thyme, depending on who's asking. It's a traditional melody, and in the 1950s, a man named Francis Peake added lyrics to it, updated the lyrics to it. Then apparently there was a 2020 film filmed in County Mayo and Sligo, which I never heard of, but now I have to go see it.
And it's a love song.
that was called The South Wind.
Beautiful Irish story. All right, Nancy, you're up for
Water. The next one is Poor Paddy. First time I heard it was with the Pogues, which is a punk Irish band, and we're pretty punky, I think, aren't we? Yeah.
You got the look, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do my mohawk up today, but
We want to be rock and roll musicians when we grow up. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Wait a minute, banjo players never.
So Poor Paddy has lots of iterations. This is just our take on Poor Paddy. In 1841, my corduroy breeches I put on. Me corduroy breeches I put on to work upon the railway, the railway. I'm weary of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. In 1842, Arnold, I put the crew, got myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging ditches. I was working on the railway. In 1843, I broke a shawl across my knee, went to work for the company in the Leeds to Selby Railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging ditches. I was working on the railway. In 1844, I landed on the Liverpool shore. Me belly was empty, me hands were raw from working on the railway, the railway. I'm sick to my guts of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging ditches. I was working on the railway. 1845, a train company was alive, and Daniel Connor was alive and working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging ditches. I was working on the railway. In 1846, I changed my trade to carrying bricks, changed my trade to carrying bricks, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging ditches. I was working on the railway. In 1847, poor Paddy was thinking of going to heaven. The old bugger was
what's your
thinking
name
of
now?
going to heaven to work upon the railway, the railway. I'm sick to my death of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging ditches. I was working on the railway.
punk fans out there.
Go Pogues. All right.
All right, so
Change
it's,
the tone now, right, Jeff?
yes, yeah, so my name's Jeff. I play the guitar. I've got the mandolin around the corner. If it's good, I'll let it out. So Bill said at the beginning, we play some Irish, we play some Scottish songs. We're actually going to play one from Minnesota. So this next song is a song that was written by Bob Dylan, but I heard it for the first time arranged by an Irish group called the Chieftains. So this is a song called When the Ship Comes In.
Oh, the time will come up when the winds will stop and the breeze will cease to be breathing. Like the stillness in the wind before the hurricane begins, the hour that the ship comes in. And the sea will split and the ships will hit, and the sands of the shoreline will be shaken, and the tide will sound and the waves will pound. the sun will respect every face on the deck, the hour that the ship comes in, and the sands will roll up and hard it'll roll. You're really told to be touching, and the ship's wise men will remind you once again that the whole wide world is watching. Foes will rise with the sleep still in their eyes, and they'll turn from their beds when they're dreaming. But they'll pinch themselves and squeal and know that it's for real. The hour that the ship comes in, and they'll raise their hands, say we'll need all your demands. They'll shout from the well, their days are numbered, and like Pharaoh's tribe, they'll be drowned in the tide. By Goliath, they'll be conquered.
Thank you very much.
All right, I get to introduce the next song. I'm Dave Stry. I play lead banjo. There are lots of varieties of banjo.
Sorry. Dave, how do you tune a banjo?
Let's hear it for the banjo.
Woo! Dave, how do you tune a banjo? With wire cutters.
Boom, boom. Banjos.
Banjo.
Let's not talk about
Yeah.
accordions.
Anyway, I like to play songs about all the vices in life, even though I live pretty straight and narrow. So some of my favorites are singing about whiskey. The next song we're going to do is called Black Velvet Band. This is about some things that could happen if you happen to meet the wrong woman as you're walking down the street one day.
Oh, well, so now it's the woman's fault, huh?
Yeah,
Is that what you're
exactly.
saying?
Did I say?
It's not the weak-willed man. It's never the weak-willed man.
It's a strong-willed woman, just ask my wife.
Ready?
In a neat little town they called Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many an hour sweet happiness I spent in that neat little town. Sad misfortune came over me, which caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. As I was walking down Broadway, leaning upon your sleigh, when who should I meet but this pretty gutter maid, traipsing along the highway. She was both fair and handsome, her neck it was just like a swan, her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll with this pretty fair maid, and a gentleman passing us by. I knew she meant the doing of him, by the look in her roguish black eye. Although what she took from his pocket and slipped it right into my hand. And the very next thing that I said was access to the black velvet man. Eyes they shone like diamonds. I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
Now before the judge and the jury, next morning I had to appear. And the judge, he says to me, young man, your case is proven quite clear. We'll give you 7 years penal servitude to be spent far away from the land, far away from your friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band.
Her eyes they shone like diamonds. I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. So all you jolly young fellows, and a warning take by me. When you are out on the town, me boys, beware of them pretty colleens. Wine with whiskey and porter, till you are not able to stand. And the very next thing that you know, me boys, you landed in Van Diemen's land. Her eyes they shone like diamonds. I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds. I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
Thank you. All right, so, weak-willed man or devious woman. Okay, whose fault? Show of hand.
All right, let's drink some whiskey.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
All right, so now this is a really traditional and famous, well, not really trad, but common Irish tune you'll hear in any pub because it involves whiskey. And any song that involves whiskey definitely belongs in a pub. It's called Whiskey in the Jar. Please sing along, clap along, or hum if you want to. Here we go.
Push the ring of the do-da-da-da. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. And as I was going over the Cork Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money I was counting. I first produced my pistol, and then produced my rapier, saying stand and deliver, for you are my gold deceiver. Push the ring of the do-da-da-da. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. He counted out his money, and it was a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket, and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore, and she never would she leave me. But the devil take women, for they never can be easy. Push the ring of the do-da-da. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went into my chamber, all for take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew my charges, she filled them up with water. She sent for Captain Farrell to be
Belfast now, place I grew up in, and but there's an Australian piece to this. There's a little tune at the beginning called the McAlpine, which the Australians borrowed it from the Irish. So when I migrated to Australia at the age of 18, the two songs kind of came together for me. So it's Tell Me Ma, it's a Belfast street song, and we'll start off with a little melody. Okay? Change instruments, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right, this one is,
Getting out the big gun.
All right. So one of the traditions of a lot of Irish music are songs not only about drinking, but songs about wakes where there is a lot of drinking. And so this is a song called Steve O'Donnell's Wake.
drinking and falling down.
Drinking, fighting, falling down, yes, lots of that.
That's a genre, look it up tonight.
Steve O'Donnell was a gentleman, so everybody said. He was loved by all his friends, both rich and poor. And everyone felt sorry when they heard that Steve was dead, and they saw the piece of crepe upon the door. 2, 3, 4. The
Barber came to shave the Galway Cyrus Sonson's throat, and to cut his hair of a pompadour. A red necktie and a buckle bouquet was in his coat, and a bunch of shamrocks in his hand he bore. There were fighters and fighters and Irish dynamiters. There was beer, gin, whiskey, wine, and cake. Where's cake? There were men in high positions and Irish politicians, and they all got drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake. Undertaker Sweeney had to lay O'Donnell out in a casket of the very finest make. Ooh la la. He dressed the horse in broadcloth and said, boys, there'll be no doubt that they'll all get drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake. There were 50 candles at his head and 20 at his feet, and plenty flowers sent for friendship's sake. Well, Stevie boy, why did you die? The greedy little said, and we all got sad at Steve O'Donnell's wake. There was fighters and fighters and Irish dynamiters. There was beer, gin, whiskey, wine, and cake. There's the cake. There were men in high positions and Irish politicians, and they all got and dance around until the cops came in and arrested all the Steve O'Donnell's men. There were fighters and fighters and fighters, dynamiters. There was beer, gin, whiskey, wine, and cake.
I love the cake.
There were men in high position and Irish politicians, and they all got drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake. There were fighters and fighters and fighters, dynamiters. There was beer, gin, whiskey, wine, and cake. There were men in high positions and Irish politicians, and they all got drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake. And they all got drunk at Steve O'Donnell's wake.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'll just say Kevin O'Donnell thought that one sounded real good.
I saw you perk up,
There you go,
Kevin.
Kevin.
That might have been a terrible mistake.
Sweet
Kevin
spot.
number 2 back again. We're going to do a song that is more current, but it's become one of my favorites, called Kiss Me, I'm Irish. I just have to warn you, guys, no kissing for me. Girls, okay? Okay? Okay. Old songs and old stories, they keep us alive. Without our past, we would never survive. I am my island, my island is me. So you know what you can do if you don't like what you see. Kiss me, I'm Irish, I am the Wild Rover. My eyes, they are smiling, and I'm seldom sober. I like my whiskey, oh yeah, and I love to dance. So if you're feeling as lucky as me, take a chance and kiss me, I'm Irish. My heart beats a jig, and my blood it runs green. I've been a rogue and a rambler from ocean to sea, and I like a pity now and again that I'll never deny. But I only drink on the days of the week that end with a Y. I'm no saint, I'm no sinner. Oh, of that there's no doubt. I'll tell you the truth, I am the one that your grandmother warned you about.
Okay.
Do you have time for one more?
No,
Yes.
for sure.
All right. Would you like one more?
Yes.
All right.
Well, it's a Rover song.
Yeah.
It's a Rover song. I'm passing my drum. This is what?
Sorry.
They said they have time for a lot.
So the instrument I've been playing is a bullrun, it's an Irish drum. I can't sing and play at the same time, so I'm passing it down to Mark.
Hold on a tipper.
He's got it, got the tipper. At least that's what Mark says. I think he's trying to take over.
It's working. You gotta spell that wrong.
Yeah, I can spell it.
I'll give you
I've been a wild rover for many a year, and I spent all me money on whiskey and beer. But now I've returned with gold great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more.
And it's no nay, never, no nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more.
I went to an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money was spent. I asked her when, she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I could any day.
And it's no nay, never, no nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more.
I took from my pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. She said, I have whiskeys and wines of the best, and the words that I spoke, they were only in jest, and
It's no nay, never, no nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more.
I'll get back to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they caress me as oft times before, I never will play the wild rover no more.
And it's no nay, never, no nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. One more time. And it's no nay, never, no nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you,
Thanks
Kevin.
for coming and.
Great audience. Great audience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
These guys are so great, and I really hope they'll come back again and visit us, because they bring so much fun. Don't they, to an afternoon? Yeah, this is great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for joining in.
Thanks, Michael, for asking
And
us.
next Saturday, we're gonna have some more Irish music. Yeah, so you can't get enough of Ireland. Not in St. Paul, at least, not in St. Paul. So, you know, week away, we'll get some more of this wonderful music. And be sure, everybody be here, and we'll have some fun together. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Michael.